Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this video, I'll be letting you know the Springboks squad for their upcoming international fixtures. But if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Nonetheless, let's get straight into this video. So it is after 4 AM here in New Zealand, but the Springboks, they have just announced their side that is going to be taking on Wales for their upcoming international fixtures, a 43-man squad, and also amongst those 43 players, 8 uncapped Springboks. So it's going to be pretty awesome seeing them join up with the squad. But now looking through, we will start with the props. And they are going to be as follows. Thomas Tatoi of the South Sea Sharks. Then it is Stephen Kitsoff of the DHL Stormers, just making their way through to the final of the URC as well. So a big congratulations to them with a last minute thriller win over Ulster. Then the next name, Vincent Koch, currently playing for Saracens, who have just made their way through to the Gallagher Premiership final. There's quite a few finals coming up for a few of these players. Frans Malhalaba of the DHL Stormers. Then an uncapped Sharks player is the next man on the list, and it is Nututhoko Machunu. So a big opportunity for him to make his way into the Springbok side. Oxnashay, next name, South Sea Sharks teammate of Mithunu. And then the last name in the props, it is Trevor Nakanye, who is currently playing at Racing 92. But those are the props. Now looking through at the hookers, Joseph Dweba, he was there last time for the Springboks. He is currently playing for Bordeaux, who are doing very nicely in the top 14. Next name, Malcolm Marks, playing in Japan currently for the Kabuta Spears. We'll be looking forward to getting that green and gold back on and giving it another crack this year. Then the next name, Bongio Manambi of the South Sea Sharks. So just 3 hookers for the Springboks in this 43-man squad. Then looking through at the locks, Lou Diaga of the Sale Sharks. The big man, Evan Etzebev of Toulon. Then it is Salman Morat, who is on debut. He played very well in that last game of the DHL Stormers season in the URC. So he has earned himself a spot. It will be awesome to see him running around in the green and the gold if he does get that opportunity. Then the next name, it is Rua Nokia, another one of the uncapped players. He does play for the Vodacom Bulls, who are going to be the opposition of the DHL Stormers in the URC final. Then Marvin Ori, the last name, playing for the DHL Stormers. Now looking through at the loose forwards, Peter Steph-Tatoi, the first name on there, currently playing in Japan for the Toyota Verblitz. And it's been a little while since we've seen that man in a Springbok kit. A majority of that has been down to injury, so hopefully he can stay match fit throughout this season, as I want to see him go up against the Wallabies, the All Blacks, Wales. All of these matchups would be awesome to see Peter Steph-Tatoi take part in. And the next name on the loose forward trio is Marcel Kutse for the Vodacom Bulls, making his way back into the squad after a little bit of time outside of it. Sia Khaleesi of the South Sea Sharks. Heinrich Loh for the Vodacom Bulls, making his debut. He has been sensational in the URC, so I am glad to see he gets the nod of being able to join up with the squad. Next name, Ivan Ruas, another man who has been absolutely sensational throughout the URC. So actually rewarding quite a few players based off form rather than off that kind of experience side of things or by name factor. So that's great to see. And Ivan Ruas, of course, playing for the DHL Stormers. Then it is going to be Kwara Smith, currently playing for Yamaha Jubilo in Japan. And then Jesper Visa of the Leicester Tigers, who are currently actually playing in a match right as I film this video up against the Northampton Saints. But those are the loose forwards. Now we look at utility forwards. First of all, it is Rehard Elstrat, who plays for Toulouse in the top 14. Dion Fourier is the next name, and that man, throughout the semi-final game of the URC, he had 2 black eyes, a bleeding lip, and he had a smile on his face the whole time, which was probably one of the scariest things the opposition would have encountered throughout that game. He's just a hard man, and he's going to be one that will be very tough to stop when he gets going. And then the last name, playing for the Honda Heat, it is Franco Mostert, who will once again get that opportunity in either lock or loose forward, depending on whereabouts he does want to play and where he is required. But now, looking through at the back, scrum halves, quite a few on this list. Buff de Klerk of the Sale Sharks, very experienced halfback for South Africa, and we'll be looking to have a very good season. Jaden Hendrickse of the South Sea Sharks, Herschel Yankees of the DHL Stormers, Herbus Reinach plays his rugby at Montpellier, and then the last name on that list, it is one of the uncapped players, and it is Grant Williams of the South Sea Sharks. Now looking at the fly halves, only the 2 options here. First of all, it is going to be Elton Yankees playing for the Red Hurricanes, and then Andre Pollard is the last name there, currently playing for Montpellier, but there are rumours that maybe he might be heading somewhere else at the end of this season. Now the centres, Lucanio Arm playing for the South Sea Sharks, Amian Dialende currently playing for Munster. Then it is Andre Esterhazen of the Harlequins, a massive opportunity for him, but he's had a very good season for the Quins, so I am glad to see his name on the list. And then the last centre, it will be Jesse Creel, and he is currently playing for the Cannon Eagles. Now looking through at outside backs, Apalele Fassi of the South Sea Sharks. Warwick Gallant joins back up with the side. Same with this man, Cheslin Colby, back from his injury, plays for Toulon. And of course, a lot of people know this man is. He was one of those factors that helped get the Springboks towards that 2019 Rugby World Cup. He's got pace, he's got elusive stepping, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do this year for the Springboks. Then the next name, Willie LaRue, playing for Toyota Verblitz. And then also alongside that, the last name in the outside backs, it is Makasole Mapimpi, playing for the South Sea Sharks. And he's the same as Cheslin Colby. When you get a little bit of space down the wing for either one of those two, they make you pay and they score points in more situations than not. And the last two names on the list, first of all, it is Kurt Leorenza as a utility back. Uncapped player, does play for the Vodacom Bulls. And then the last name on the list for the Springbok squad, it will be Damian Valimza, plays for the Stormers, and he will be very excited to get the opportunity. He's actually been slotting in at 12 recently for the URC competition, so perhaps we see him at either 12, 10, maybe fullback, depending on whereabouts they do need him. Damian Valimza will try his best to slot in to that position. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know who you would have had in that squad. I know that Dwayne Vermeulen, Frans Steyn, two big players who did miss out on the selection, but do let me know who else you would like to have in that Springbok squad. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all for the next one.